Hey folks, welcome back to another Pwn Mass video. So we have the final seasonal select scout, right? Seasonal scout C, and we finally get to see what is that mystery last ink pair. Is it Rosanta? Is it Falisarola? Is it Summer Steven? Or is it something else? A curveball? All right, let's see. It is drumroll Summer Steven. Okay, so let's look at these 4 units then. So if you are to summon on this banner, right? So the 4 units here are Summer Steven, Years Lillie, Fall Morty, and Grimmsnarl. So as usual, I would suggest to go for your favorite ones, because neither of them are terrible. All of them are at least usable, right? But I do think there are a few over here that kind of whatever, right? The first one being Fall Morty. The thing with Fall Morty is, right, there's a lot of requirements for this unit to work very, very well. First of all, you have to sync with him, or else your quick moves don't refresh enough, and then you'll stop doing decent damage. And that's a bit too kind to him, like. Nothing against Fall Morty, but his damage is not that great. He does have like a decent nuke, but it's also not like anything super crazy. Like if you're just looking for ghost type damage healers, he's really not up there, I'd say, right? Unfortunately. I'd say units like, again, depends on what you have, right? If you do have a Sing Su Cynthia, if you don't have Sing Su Cynthia, most ghost type damages are not very great overall, right? Outside of maybe like Anniversary Lily. Yeah, if you do have like a ghost zone, first of all, Cynthia should destroy any ghost weak stage on her own. But you know, if you want any extra help, it's stuff like Fantina is better, right? Alistair's better, those are all obviously in the regular pool. And yeah, Morty's just I personally like his kit because I think it's fun, but I don't think it's very strong, right? There's a difference between fun and powerful, right? So, anyways, the next one I'd say maybe you don't really go for is Summer Steven, and well, what the heck? Guy sets hail on sync. You get flinches in, you get freeze in, which theoretically sounds pretty nice, right? Yes, but I'd say there straight up are just better hail setters than him for a few reasons, because his hail does only set on sync, which theoretically he can have unlimited hail, right? But again, you do have to sync with him, and his sync is not very good. The other thing is his DPS is also pretty bad, right? For a for a striker, and again, his sync's not that powerful. His DPS is not very powerful, and even despite that, right? You also have very hard to activate multipliers. You need to flinch the opponent or freeze the opponent. Both are relatively hard to activate multipliers. And even if you do activate them, this damage still isn't very good, right? So that's the issue with Steven. Again, I do think there are better hail setters, right? Whether it's, you know, the Holiday Nessa, right? That's definitely, I think, a much better hail setter. Or if you just pull, like, Candace, I do think Steven's probably still the better unit than Candace, but Candace should suffice, right? Enough as a hail setter, right? But yeah, that's the Steven thing, I guess. And I do think the other two are the ones that you should probably consider. Lily is fine too, but I do think Lily does struggle from a few things. One is gauge is not the best, right? Especially as a 3-gauge support, you are spending a lot of gauge into your support, which generally is a bit costly. Outside of that, what else? It is pretty nice that you could, you know, with the leech life as like a sort of vampire sort of unit, right? To sustain yourself. Although you don't have that much great defenses, so you do rely a bit on evasion to keep yourself alive, right? And the great thing is that she is probably one of the best evasion buffers in the game. which in of itself is nice, but it's mostly, you know, for units that want those evasion multipliers, stuff like units that have like blind spot or whatever, right? Bob and weave, etc. She's definitely very, very good for setting that up. She does have crit buffs as well. She also does have attack buffs, although the attack buffs are not that reliable, right? Unfortunately. And that does bring me to, in my opinion, the best unit in this bunch. These bunch, not this bunch, because if it's this, then it would be Sonya. But in this bunch, which is Summer Marnie. Summer Marnie is really, really nice, right? For multiple reasons. She has pretty solid fairy type damage, pretty solid dark type damage, right? Her sync nuke's pretty powerful, not super hard to set up, right? It's not super easy either, right? But yeah, she could, you know, she has some solid debuffs, right? Especially for, you know, for you know, a tech unit, obviously. She could also tank relatively well, right? So you could definitely run her in like a triple damage dealer comp, and that's obviously very, very powerful. Because, you know, teams that run Marnie generally have very, 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 very high DPS, right? Due to, again, the fact that Marnie could easily be a physical or special tank in that team, right? You got gradual heals, you got physical, special defense up to max. You have you can max out your speed, you can max out your attack, max out your crit, max out like, you can max out basically everything on your own. It just takes a few gauges, right? Because bulk up does cost 2 gauges. If you do have trouble with Battle Villa still, she is one of the best Battle Villa units in the game, right? In terms of damage dealer wise, right? Obviously, supports. There's very, very good ones over there, right? Supports. Stuff like Xerneas, Classic, all that stuff. But yeah, she is still very, very good, right? She's not the most recent one, but I do think she is by far the best one out of this bunch, right? So if you want to go for one, I'd say Marnie would be a solid one. So anyways, all right, let's go. Let's pull on this one, I guess. And again, the chance of getting any through the multi is very, very, very low, right? It's just basically, it's at the slack part. I don't think I've seen anyone get a seasonal through the multi yet. It's just, again, the slack part, right? That's the, oh, another dead multi, really? Man, I've been getting dead multi on all these. Oh, well. Well, at least this one has 1 4-star. All right. So, I do have my Summer Marnie maxed out 5 out of 5. I do have New Year's Lillie at 5 out of 5 maxed out. So it's just between Morty and Steven. I'll go with Steven just because A, I like Steven more. B, he's at 3 out of 5. Morty's at 4 out of 5. And I want the lower ones, right, generally. So, all right, well, that was an easy decision. Because I didn't look at this beforehand, so. Go with Steven. Easy, easy decision here. Alright. That's my guy. Please give me more Steven ults. Even though here I was like 4. Okay. There it is. They're the hottest, coolest team around. Alright, man. Oh! Last move for this one, I guess. Hope y'all gentlemen, guys, in the comments down below. Like this video, subscribe to my channel for some more content. I'll see you guys in the next one.